In this segment, we're going to talk about how to dump the settings from the scan tool to a file. So to do that, you go into your settings. If you edit all and you go in and customize this, and you set your dump settings right here, dump settings in use, set to true, to a file, set to true, and to dump them to a file that is a CSV, so it'll open in Excel. So I've already previously dumped these files and I don't want them to be dumped again, so I'm going to go ahead and change this to false. And this is your base file name, and this shows you where they will be stored. So it's on your C drive in Chart Tools Data, and then in front of the file name it'll put Scan Tool Settings Used For, and then it'll tell you the details on the asset that it dumped for. So if you do not have this folder, you will get an error. So if you store your information in a different location, you will have to change this path. Now, you can also dump the settings for a chart if you want to make a comparison. So if you go in here and edit, and then this is down at the bottom, dump settings in use. I've already dumped this file, so I've turned this back to false, but you would set that to true, dump it to a file, and again it's going to dump it to the same location, but it's going to tell you that it's Chart Tool standard settings, and then I dumped it to a CSV. So let me show you what those files look like. So you can see here I'm in my Chart Tools data, and you can see that I have my scan tool settings for BP, MES, SPY, IBM, the Canadian dollar, and Costco. And then I have the chart settings for BP, and it gives you the asset and the interval. And then the back half of this is actually the information on the date and time when the file was created to help you keep track of things. So as you look here at the different settings that are in the chart tool versus the scan tool, first thing you notice is that you can tell that it's the same asset and interval, and you can look at the date timestamps and see that they're very close to one another. You can see that there was no OSF files loaded, which that can definitely alter your settings. And you can see that the ATR lengths are the same. Now, these settings here do not impact the pattern matching. So I just highlighted those in yellow. You won't see those in this file over here. But all these settings which do impact the pattern matching will be there. So if you wanted to do a quick comparison, you can just click right here where it says R17, starting at the base size. And if you hit Control Shift End and then Control C, that will copy those. And then you can just go over here and click right here next to the R17 and hit Control V and paste. And that'll allow you to quickly compare your settings and make sure that they're the same between your chart tool and your scan tool. And again, I have some other settings here that do not pertain to the pattern matching, and I've got those highlighted in yellow. So this allow band expansions doesn't line up like the other ones. It's right down here, but it is one that would impact the pattern matching. And then these are all just specific to the chart tool itself. So hopefully that helps you understand what you get when you dump a file, and how you can use that to compare the settings between your scan tool and your chart in case you have something that doesn't seem to look right.